It's really good to see you. I have been a little bit delayed on making some videos. It has been a really cool, um, it's been a very cool couple weeks. This last week, I went to the Chicago Midwinter, and that was super fun to go. And we're partnered with a company called Dental Health Products. We work with them to, as independent companies. My company's Bright Idea Dental Repair. We work with DHP to provide certain brands that we would not be able to have on our own. The dental world is very, um, it's, if you're in, you're in, and if you're out, you're definitely not in. And so, as an independent, my business has been going since about 2017, and um, I've had to earn a lot of my brands. And so because of that, there's a lot of brands that I have. I tend to kind of focus on brands that I would consider to be underappreciated and maybe a little bit less loved on the by bigger companies. And along the way, I've also picked up some big brands as well. So the Chicago Midwinter was really great. We got a chance to associate with a bunch of other independents, and that was really one of the things that I'm really appreciative for DHP for creating an event where we could all come together and where we could um, really see one another and spend time with one another. So there were some really great sponsors there. There was, quite a few that supported us. So I'm very grateful for that. The element of seeing my friends was good. Also, the Chicago Midwinter was just incredible. And a couple fun things with that. I walked around and I found some really cool companies that um, I was not previously familiar with because there's just a ton of booths. You walk through there and it's just there's so many people. And I my other passion hobby is a film photography, and so if you're my friend, you know that I'm always going on about my X-ray film photography. So I literally have a camera that's shoots X-ray film, and it's the black and white stuff, and it's just so fun to me. Well, I carried this camera around, and I literally took about 70 portraits of people at the midwinter on the inside. So I'm putting those pictures out on my Instagram channel called Jason Klutz Photography, and that's one of my more commonly used outlets these days. But it really led to a lot of cool marketing opportunities where I had a lot of direct connections with both big brands and small brands alike, and that was very good to just get in the proximity of decision makers. And there was one particular brand that I'm really excited. Their manual has had a problem in it for such a long time. And I was talking with one of the reps, and I said, "Hey, your manual isn't right. It should have an inspection every week, and it's every there should be 52 lines, and there's only 25." And so I was kind of talking with him a little bit, and he says, "Hey, um, just wait right here. The right person is going to come, and then you can tell him." And so when I told this person what was going on, he assured me that the issue would be resolved this week. And how stinking cool to be around decision makers and people that move the ball forward in corporate America. I think that there's a lot of scenarios where people at lower levels of an organization try to protect people at higher levels from the truth. And that is it's not good because I think a lot of things that could be fixed don't get fixed. And hey, Aiden, how you doing? I see you said hi. It's good to see you, brother. The uh, different um, levels, I think, work against one another. You have somebody who's trying to do good for their leadership, and they protect the leaders from the things that they could actually do to make the situation better. So, anyhow, in this situation, I think there might be some change coming, and I'm purposefully not mentioning the brand. I do appreciate this brand, and they're one of our partners that we've had for a long time, and I'm thankful for them. Um, now, the camera was cool, took a lot of portraits. That was great. Let's see, the training was good. That was in Chicago Midwinter. That was a totally great show. And from a business perspective, it was really great to be there because there was a lot of really good things to see. So I'm here at a dental office, and I just had a repair that I want to kind of tell you about. It was a situation where there was water that was not flowing um, through a air water syringe. And the problem here is that this unit is an old ADEC performer. And these units have a pretty good reputation of like being a challenge to work on. And the ADEC performer is a unit that is it's not really supported. I think what I troubleshot it to the last time I was here was the block was the water was going into the block and then coming out of the block, and where that happened, I think there was a blockage inside the block preventing things from happening, and I couldn't really tear into it. So what I did was I did the best I could, which ended up not being good enough because I still had to come back to really fix it. So this time I came back through and I had a conversation with the staff prior to coming, and I said, look, your block has a problem. This is a hygiene room. So what I decided to do was to go ahead and, with their approval, go ahead and take the water line from the bottle, and then there was a flush that I got rid of, and I took the water line from the bottle and I straight hooked it up to one syringe, and then I used the T to go to one syringe and then the other syringe. So basically, as the water came out, the water only goes to the syringes, and that only going to the syringes means that if they ever do decide to do like a treatment with a handpiece where they need water, the water isn't going to come through, and that is going to be a problem if they ever do a restoration. But with hygiene, they mainly just need to use the air water syringe to blow air and water on the tooth. And so, because of this, I was able to restore the pressure to full pressure, even though the handpiece doesn't get water anymore. So I just wanted to put this out there because sometimes the solution to a dental problem isn't necessarily to go get the part and replace the part and try to be heroic. Sometimes the solution is really just to have a good conversation with the client and to go ahead and help them to see maybe a third way. And so I wouldn't have done this without approval of the client. And by bypassing that block, everything is fantastic and it's working well. And I definitely wanted to just share that as maybe a helpful bit of advice. Also, I'm kind of kicking around the idea of dental training, and I am actually starting to do some initial exploration into what it might look like to maybe try to get on some like local speaking circuits, or to be maybe able to create some sort of content for some dental groups in my area. So I'm just curious, are any of you who are tuned in, do you do any dental speaking? And if so, I'd like to learn more about it. Go ahead and just put a message in down below here. And then maybe what I'll do, I will also go ahead and I'll put a comment down below or link in the description, the type of where my Instagram channel is. And I hope that this training is good for somebody, and that this little bit of dialogue is maybe something that you'll find useful. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being on the channel, and I look forward to helping you out more. Have a great day.